So yeah, the dominoes are about to fall. So based on all the guys that you just mentioned and what they're putting out there on social media, where they visited, what they've had to say, all those sorts of things, where they're from, do you have a feel for the guys that are still out there? They haven't committed, but they're pretty much Georgia guys. And then maybe some guys that are they're Kirby's reaching for them. They're really looking at somewhere else, and he's really going to have to flip them to get them on campus and get them signed.
Actually, I forgot to mention this guy, but Raylan Wilson, who is a Michigan commit, is on official visit to Georgia this weekend. And even though he picked the Wolverines over the Dogs back in December, Georgia's been somebody pushing for him really, really hard. So he's somebody that I think Georgia could end up flipping if they convince him enough to kind of to do that. I think Sadir Mitchell is someone that's just kind of waiting to make the announcement. Another one, I don't know. I feel like Caleb Downs, the safety that I mentioned earlier, that's on his fourth visit, could be another one that could pull the trigger in the next couple of weeks too. I don't think Arch is going to do anything until December, unfortunately. But right now, it's Georgia and Texas because Alabama recently picked up a quarterback. And to be honest, if I have to pick between Georgia and Texas, and I'm not even putting my tenfold Georgia hat on, I'd pick Georgia just because I think it's just a better situation. I think he's going to get better development, and I think he has a better opportunity to prove that Manning name, he can leave his own legacy. And everybody's like, well, he can do that at Texas too. Sure, but would it be on the same scale that he could do it at Georgia? Probably not.
Not based on what we've seen the last 5 or 10 years. No. Texas is still all about, well, we're expecting them to get back at some point, but it's just not happening. Mm-hmm. So somebody like that could be the guy that leads them back to the promised land. But then again, he knows if he goes to Georgia that you're going to be in the top 5 every year competing for playoff spots.
And Georgia's going to find the right playmakers to plug into that offense. And I really like the way that Todd Monken runs the offense because he's going to find a way to pull out everybody's strengths in terms of making that kind of offense just revolve around the running game or vice versa. And Georgia has running backs. Georgia's got the receivers, and Arch just kind of would be that plug-in guy. Yeah, we got quarterbacks in front of him that are just as talented and competitive that could beat him out. I mean, you never know until they get on campus and start playing. But at the same time, it's a Manning. And if he has any kind of intelligence that his uncles do or his dad or even his grandfather, like it would be silly not to sign him. And so I really hope he makes the right decision because I would hate to see him go to Texas, even though I would, support him or whatever, because he's just one of those kids that you can't not like. But to see him in the red and black would just be like the ultimate, like, haha, Tennessee, we got you. We got your Golden Boys nephew in campus. And I don't know. I just think it would be incredible to have a Manning.
Well, yeah, with 3 Manning quarterbacks playing in the SEC, it would not seem right that one of them did not play in the SEC. So,
very true, exactly. It's like, come on, kid, like don't go to the big. Well, Texas is eventually going to be in the SEC. But...
This is true. He will play in the SEC, depending on when that ever happens. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be 2025. So maybe he'll barely play in the SEC. I got to think that date's going to change, but that's a whole other discussion. That it's going to wait that long that Oklahoma and Texas are going to just be lame ducks in the Big 12 for 3 more seasons. But anyway, we shall see how that plays out.